Chris, welcome reviews, yeah!
Hello and welcome to something slightly different this week. Now those of you who are watching me build the Megazord will know that I'm taking a break from that series while we wait for the issues to catch up to where I am in the build. I took a lovely break over Easter, and this week I'm doing something slightly different in that I'm reviewing a toy from Super 7 Ultimates, the Tyrannosaurus DINOZORD figure. And straight away from the packaging you can see that they've absolutely nailed the aesthetic of this piece, the feel of this piece. It's pure 90s, I absolutely love it. Now this is my first anything from Super 7, I've never bought anything from them before, and I have to say I'm very impressed. Like I say, the packaging is on point. It even came in a shipper box, which was lovely as well. It had the lovely Power Rangers logo printed on there, and you can see from this box you've got the power coin at the front, and then you've got that glorious Power Rangers logo in full colour at the back. So looking at the packaging just a little bit closer, you see we've got Tyrannosaurus DINOZORD on the bottom there, the power coin, which is lovely and embossed and looks lovely shiny in the light. Nothing much on the side, nothing much on the side. On the bottom we have some legalese, and on the top we have the Ultimates logo there. And what we need to do is just take off this sleeve and it will slowly reveal, very slowly. There we go. There we have the Tyrannosaurus DINOZORD in its packaging. So let's just have a quick look how it looks in the packaging. Got it in there, you can see the camera, you can see me filming. You've got spare hands here. You've got some little Red Ranger figures there. And you've got a power coin there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the packaging and have a look at this figure in detail. So I've moved up to a more familiar camera angle for those of you who watch the channel regularly, so that we can look at the accessories that come with this T-Rex Zord. And I'm going to start here with this glorious power coin that it's just an accessory. You know, it doesn't go on the figure in any way, shape or form. It's just a lovely accessory. It's really solid, made of metal, really weighty, lovely kind of textured outside there, and you've got the Zoo Ranger logo at the back, which looks amazing. And yeah, just look at it closely, it looks amazing. Looks just like the show coin. Just to compare it with other power coins I have, we have the Legacy T-Rex coin here. It is thinner, the T-Rex coin. It does have the Power Rangers logo at the back rather than the Zoo Ranger logo. And this is obviously a more weathered version. Still got the texturing on the side, just it's finer on the Super 7 version. And the only other power coin I have is one that came in this kind of gift set of power coins, and this is a pure gold Legacy power coin as well. And actually, if I just place them there, you can see the kind of weather over time. I've got 3 stages now of the T-Rex coin: pristine, slightly weathered, and then really weathered. But they're all great. But yeah, I really do like this Super 7 coin. The weathering really makes the T-Rex head stand out. It's really weighty. I love the fact it's got the Zoo Ranger logo at the back. And actually, I'm just thinking now, if I bring in the Legacy Morpher, which is, of course is now a screen accurate prop. Anyway, so we've got the Legacy Morpher here, and hey, do you know what? It does fit. Oh my word, and it fits really nicely. I mean, it's not secure in any way, shape or form. It doesn't clip in, so you'll need to have it at a slight angle. Yeah, because even ever so slightly that way, and the weight of it, oh no, yeah, the weight of it will just make it come out. Maybe if I put it in the holster, let's test this out properly, zoom out a little bit. So yeah, it can sit in there nicely. Yeah, it does fall out, but yeah, if you want it to display, I think that looks pretty awesome. The coin really does stand out on the Morpher. That's brilliant. And just because I can, even though this isn't screen accurate or anything at all, let's put it in the gold one. Yeah, the golds are slightly different, so it does clash a bit actually. I mean, you wouldn't put it in there anyway, but yeah, that's what it looks like in the gold Legacy Morpher. So enough about the power coin. Let's look at all the hands we get with this T-Rex figure. We get 2 fisted hands, looking great, and then we've got these 2 kind of splayed grabbing hands, and they're really easy to remove. So if I just get the T-Rex here, squeaky joints, say it's easy. Yeah, there we go. Okay, bit nervous because I haven't actually done that yet. So I don't know why I said it was easy. But yes, we've got the peg there, and then let's just replace it with this hand here. And in you go. Twisty, 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 twisty. But that is in there like that. You've got a splayed hand and a less splayed hand there. Looking awesome. I'm just going to swap them back around because I do actually like the hands that it comes with. I'll come on to you later. Yes, so that is all the hands. And then the last thing is we have these two Red Rangers, slightly painted. It's a shame that they didn't get the diamond pattern. That would have really made it. Yeah, it's only missing the diamond pattern really on the chest. And I think that would make these little minifigures look great. And then if I just do a little size comparison, let's bring in the head and put him on the shoulder there. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty accurate to the show. It's how big they're going to be. If they were real, dinosaur power now. Oh, I don't know why Jason's smoking 10 a day. That was a terrible impersonation. But yes, so we've got these mini Red Ranger figures here. We have the hands and we have the power coin, which I've lost. There it is. And those are all the accessories that we get with this T-Rex sword. So let's look at the figure itself. And here we have the T-Rex in all of its glory. Now, I am going to start with some bad news, I'm afraid, and I hope this isn't the case if you get it, but straight out the box for me, I had a detached left foot. So that is a pain. I have started the process on getting a replacement, but I haven't managed to get it yet, which is why I'm kind of showing you on the review video. I want to come through before I reviewed it, but that wasn't to happen, and I really wanted to kind of put out this review before we start back on the Megazord. So yes, unfortunately, it does have a broken foot for me. I mean, it still can stand. It does need the weight of its tail to kind of stand with that foot. But actually, if you get the angle right, and when the foot's all attached, I mean, that tail is brilliant. You know, you can see that it stands up on its own 2 feet. So I just wanted to get that out of the way first, in case you were wondering why his leg kept falling off. But yeah, so the unique thing about this Tyrannosaurus DINOZORD, and something that we've not seen before in a figure, is that it's meant to look like an actor in a suit. It doesn't transform. As you can see from the kind of chest piece, there's no way that this head, if I just angle the camera up slightly, there's no way that this head will fit into this chest piece. It's not meant to transform at all. It is just meant to be a figure in its own right of the actor as it would look in the suit, and therefore it makes it very show accurate. I'm going to put that tail down because that foot's going to cause a bit of a problem. Yeah, it makes it very show accurate, and I absolutely love that they went for this kind of look, because like I say, it's not something that we've seen before. I'm going to do proper size comparisons in a bit, but just to bring in the SOC T-Rex sword, you can see kind of the chest piece is all elongated to fit the head in. The arms aren't as big. I know we're talking about T-Rex arms and they don't have big arms, but the arms aren't as big because they need to kind of fold up to put the pterodactyl chest plate in. The arms are quite spindly because they need to, the legs are quite spindly because they need to attach the saber-tooth tiger and triceratops swords to make the Megazord's legs. And the tail, you know, it doesn't move from side to side. It does clip up, but that's for transformation purposes. So yeah, this one really comes into its own when it's in Megazord mode. And to be honest, it is a cracking looking T-Rex sword. You know, and this massive version that I'm building at the moment is going to look great. But if you want pure show accurate goodness, this is the one for you. So let's look over it in a little more detail. Let's zoom in here on this glorious headpiece. Just look at that. Really nice paintwork. Now the silver here comes to just above the eye, which I'm not sure is show accurate actually. I'm going to put a picture of the T-Rex sword here as comparison. It might be, they might have absolutely nailed it, but in the figures that I have got, it's only kind of there like that. It doesn't come to the eye, but it still looks great. You know, the lovely silver paint. We've got the cannons in the mouth, looking great. There's no Megazord head behind it or anything like that, obviously, because there is no Megazord head built into the sculpt. You've got all the paintwork that is expected of this of the T-Rex. You know, you've got the detailing here. There's no kind of hole or anything to hold the Mastodon head because, like I say, it doesn't transform. The arms look fantastic, and of course you can clip out the hands like we did earlier. They only move ever so slightly in and out, but they do go up and down quite a long way, so you can have him like that. On the back, the detailling is really nice. Nice silver panel lines there, which look great. Same here. And then we've got, if we go down to the legs, just move the camera down just a little bit. You see we've got this logo here. I don't really know what this logo is, but it's much smaller as it is on the suit version rather than the Megazord toys that we've had, which looks great. Lovely silver paint, the black lines there. And then all this paneling, all this panel work, these lines are great. The knees work very nicely, you know, and the feet, I'm going to be very careful. They only move up or down, they don't go side to side. This one doesn't do anything, which is such a shame. But yeah, it looks great. Now let's go on to the tail. Now the tail is attached at the base, but all these other joints are ball joints, so you can go all the way left like that. You can go all the way right like that. You can move the tail up like that, and you can move the tail down like that. So it's really good. Like if you do some stop motion, you can really get some very realistic tail movements here. And like I say, when all the feet are attached, it does stand up in its own right. But unfortunately, that's not the case because the foot has come off mine. But yeah, I mean, it looks brilliant. It really does. And I do want to, like I say, we're going to go on to size comparisons in just a moment, but I do want to show off just a feature that Super 7 themselves kind of highlighted. If you do want the T-Rex to be more animal accurate, so more accurate to real life, not a guy in a suit, what you can do is you take the neck piece here, flip that around, and flip the head around like that. And then you've got a more accurate, it's a problem with the foot, but a more accurate looking T-Rex there, which I think is just brilliant. I don't know whether this was a happy accident. I don't know whether they was meant to happen like that. But yeah, you can get a more kind of realistic T-Rex there, less suit actor, so you can have it kind of running down like that, which is awesome. So yeah, really nice. There's not much else to say really. It's just a shame about the foot on mine. Let's not go on about it. It's just such a shame, especially when you spend so much for a figure and you're very excited, and then out the box it's like, oh great. So yeah, that is a shame. But yes, it looks fantastic. I'm very happy to have it in my collection. Now before I move on to doing lots and lots of side comparisons, let me just put that there and let's just show the main one, which I know you all want to see, and that is this T-Rex sword next to the original 1993 Dino Megazord, and it does stack up like that. Look at that. How far we have come from 93 to 2023, 30 years, and this one is far more show accurate. This is kind of a bit of a misconception because I've repro labeled this one to make it more show accurate, but the stickers on this one weren't show accurate at all. The engineering on this piece, apart from the broken foot, is great. You know, 93 has its place, it's nostalgic, but yeah, it's just thought I'd see kind of the newest T-Rex next to the oldest toy we have. And actually, let's go one step further and go with the newest T-Rex Zord next to the oldest T-Rex Zord. And you know what? Size comparison wise, it's pretty similar, but the engineering of these toys nowadays is so much better. I mean, look at the arms on this 93 one. Literally, it just moves down that way, up that way, and that's just for the transformation. Yeah, so the oldest T-Rex that we could possibly have, oh well, that's a lie, you can get the Super Sentai version, but in the UK, the oldest version that we could get next to the newest version, and I think it just looks wonderful. So let's move on now to more size comparisons. So let's first of all bring in DINOZORD here, and if we just put them side by side, they are the perfect match. If you're bringing kind of the SOC Tyrannosaurus there, you see it's too small really to match with the SOC DINOZORD, but these two match perfectly. The size is great. I know that Super 7 are going to bring out their own Dragonzord, sorry, but to go with the suit actor kind of aesthetic as well. But I think that this one's, it's pretty much there already because it's so bulky. So that is it compared to the Dragonzord. And just another Zord to compare it to, why not? We got the Legacy White Tiger Dinozord. Now these two are never on screen together, and you can see that the Tiger Zord is towering over the Super 7. So the size match isn't really there, but I just thought I would show that one. Now let's put this guy back center and look at it with the Red Ranger. This is the SH Figuarts Red Ranger, and it looks amazing. And from my favourite Power Ranger season to my favourite Super Sentai season, we've got Gokai Red here. They're pretty much the same size, but just to give you some idea of the size, we have that there. Let's do a Ranger key as well. So that's how big it is compared to a Ranger key. This is one of the new Ranger keys with the auto flip. That's very, very nice. And let's continue with the Gokai figures by bringing in the Gojujin and the Daizujin there. You can see that it is smaller than these two, but to be fair, these are Zords in their combined mode. Well, this one isn't. This is a self transforming Zord, but this one is, and you get a sense. It still holds its own, but it is smaller in comparison to those two Zords. And let's look now at maybe some other lines you have. We've got some Marvel Legends here, so we've got Marvel Legends 90s Spider-Man there, and we have the Venom figure there. From the heads from the, oh man, I can't remember, the heads from the 3-pack, and the body is the Null Wave, is the Null 2-pack. So there we go, got those there. And let's move this aside again and bring in a 1/6 scale figure. So we've got the Doc Ock here from Spider-Man 2. That's not really fair because they're not on a level playing field. There we go. So it's about half of a, whose glasses fall now? That's fine. Half of a 1/6 scale figure. And Doc Ock is notorious to stand up on his own. He's always got a stand. Will he do it? He will not. Oh, he will. There we go. So that's him in comparison to Doc Ock there. Bring him back. Recenter the camera. What else should we look at? Okay, let's look at some morphers. So we've got the Legacy Morpher there, and we have the other Legacy Morpher there for Green Ranger and Red Ranger. So they come very neatly up to his knees, which is pretty cool. And let's do some villains. So we have Rita here. Oh, stood up first time, look at that. And can't have Rita without Lord's head. So yeah, towers over them. Again, they're not on a level playing field, so that's not really fair. There we go. And the final comparison, because I literally could do this all day, honestly, I need to stop myself. Let's compare him to another 6-inch figure. We've got Cloud Strife here from Final Fantasy. Can't have Cloud without Tifa. I know, I'm a Tifa person, not an Aerith person. Write in the comments. Don't ever go in the comments. Let's angle it up a bit. So there we go. Oh, and actually, Cloud there, Cloud there. Honestly, who knew that size comparisons were so much fun? I can't even zoom out to get all of Cloud in. Here we go. It's yeah. I mean, like I say, I could do this all day. I'm going to stop now. I am going to stop now. I'm just going to leave you with him rotating slowly on the stand so you can see him from all different kinds of angles. I am very, very impressed with this figure. Like I say, it's my first Super 7 Ultimate figure, and yeah, I think they absolutely knocked it out the park. So as you saw earlier, the foot had broken off mine straight out the box. I have contacted Comics and Cocktails and they're sending over replacements, so hopefully they'll be here soon. Fantastic customer service. Thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, so that is the end of this review. Let me know a couple of things in the comments. Let me know, A, if you like this figure and whether you'll be picking it up. I think it's a must for any die-hard Mighty Morphin fans, because you know it's the most show accurate Tyrannosaurus sword we're gonna get. Let me know if you like this style of video and you want to see me do more reviews, maybe you've seen something in the size comparison section and you want me to kind of go over it in more detail. Just let me know in the comments down below and I will try and find the time to do that. And yeah, there's nothing really left to be said apart from I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you're just tuning in for this review, I encourage you to go back and look at other videos that I've done. I'm a part work builder, so I've done lots of different part works. I'm currently building the Power Rangers Megazord, but I've done a Millennium Falcon, I've done the R2-D2. I'm looking around what I've done. I've got the DeLorean and I've got the Thunderbird 2, of course, don't forget Thunderbird 2. So go back over my videos to check them out if you want to. And if you have enjoyed this and you want to kind of chip in a bit of money so that I can, you know, afford to buy more stuff like this, if you want more reviews, then I do have a Patreon. The link will be at the end card on this video. Yeah, and there's nothing really left for me to say apart from I love this figure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting any more. Like I say, the Dragonzord coming up maybe, but I'm really impressed with my SOC. I don't know, but stay tuned and I will keep you posted. So until the next time I see you then, whenever that may be, take care, bye bye.